Hello and welcome to the Dexter Loves Annie podcast channel, crafty podcast channel. This isn't a podcast, this is me talking about how I'm going to be making my own advent this year, putting it together. So I've had 3 yarn advents so far since I've been getting into indie dyed yarn. First one was nice, reasonably simple dyes, shall we say. Just simple dip dyes, so they've got a vat of colour and they've dipped, and some comes out darker, some of the yarn comes out darker than the others. Very, very simple, fairly expensive. Yeah, still have some of those, but I've used some. The second one came with a pattern, so the end result was beautiful, absolutely thrilled with the end result, but because it was a fade, 2 or 3 days in a row would be exactly the same. And I know other yarn lovers have experienced the same, in that, you know, you're expecting this kind of dopamine release from opening a pattern, opening a parcel, and you know, getting something lovely. And it is lovely, but in a fade it's pretty much identical to the one you just opened, and you just don't get that dopamine hit. I wonder if fade should maybe be jumbled, just so that you get something different every day. I don't know. And then the last one I got was random. It was based on like a Disney theme. I really like the randomness of it. You never knew what you were going to get. You weren't opening a brown one day and sort of knowing in your head, well, it's a fade, so it's going to be a brown tomorrow, or a slightly less brown tomorrow. So it really does depend on your sort of appetite or patience, or your need for a dopamine hit every morning when you, or whatever time you open your advent. So, and also they come across pretty expensive. I know that they are including some beautiful packaging because it's, you know, presented as a lovely gift to yourself, or to, if you actually can afford to buy it for someone else. There's quite often extras in there that you might not necessarily want. My first one's extras were actually 100-gram skeins of yarn, so definitely I was wanting those. But I've had other things included that I didn't necessarily need. I don't need the fancy packaging. I just want yarn. So I thought, why not think about doing my own this year? So I've already made a purchase from Woolly Mama Yarns. They do a Lucky Dip for mini skeins. I think it's a mini Lucky Dip of 5. And they should be here any day now. I am also going to add in some stitch markers because I'm doing it over a long period. I can afford to buy bits here and there. I'm going to be approaching yarn dyers and saying, these are my colours, could you do me 5 random, not tell me what they are, and just, you know, put them in the envelope. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to get my husband to pop them into a bag and seal it up. And then I can put a number on it and decide what day it can be opened. And yeah, that's what I'm going to be doing. The other thing I don't like about advents are the ones that are available too early. Now, I understand from the dyer's point of view, they want to get numbers in, etc. But PayPal only have a certain protection window. I think it's 180 days. So if you're buying an advent now and paying for it now, or paying for it installments now, by the time it's supposed to come out, if it doesn't come out, you've lost all that money. So be really, really careful about that. hadn't occurred to me until after I paid for last year's, because last year's had come out in about April, I think. And she's part of a shop, and you just kind of, well, you never know, but I was fairly confident that I'd be all right with this one. But yeah, it's a risk, and those risks ought to be made clear to the consumer, because if that time has passed and the dyer shuts down, your money's gone. And these advents are upwards of like £65. Not everybody can afford to lose £65. So I thought, why not experiment and come up with my own? That way I've got plenty of time. I'm getting the things that I've paid for. I can prepare it early. I can do little bags with numbers on. I'll find a nice way to arrange them. And I'm going to take you along on the journey. Although it might not be there might not be multiple videos of this. There might be 2 or 3 throughout the year, and then you'll get to see them when I do Vlogmas. I'd like to invite other creators to do this with me. Hopefully this will maybe encourage people to place small orders with independent dyers. And maybe if they want to kind of advertise I don't know, a mystery skein 5-pack or something, that'd be cool. I'm going to be asking for them anyway, for me. So if they wanted to put that as an option on their sites, that'd be good fun to join in. And yeah, I'll keep you updated. I have no words today. My brain is fried. I did big old adulting today. I had to apply for probate on my dad's estate. So my brain is fried, but the rest of this week is out. And I wanted to get this out. My dad's funeral's on Friday, and I'm going to go and see him in the Chapel of Rest and make sure he's all tidied up and, good to go. Off to meet Mum tomorrow. So we're getting this out today. Apologies for the waffle. I know you're probably used to my waffle and my lack of being able to find words. So I better go now, because I am just literally waffling. Waffle. It's like Kelly from Rowan Caves and I are twins or something. Oh man. Okay, so part 1 of compile your own advent done. I'll see you in the next one.